I am literally scared to buy another Tesla. Now, a lot of you guys know that I am actually considering getting the Audi e-tron. And as time approaching for me to hopefully get that car, I am still, not 100% decided, about 80%. And there are a couple of things that have been happening with Audi that's just not helping it. So, as a responsible adult, I'm trying to come up with kind of a backup plan and thinking about maybe I should just stay with Tesla for now, and then see what happens in another year or two, and then maybe then switch then. But I am genuinely scared of getting another Tesla Model S. I'll tell you why, and I'll tell you what my possible solution for that is going to be coming up next. Taking over the world, electrifying the world, E4 Electric. Welcome to E4 Electric, your number one source of unbiased electric car news. If this is your first time here, that's perfectly fine. All you have to do to keep up to date on everything that's going on in the world of electric cars, all you have to do is smash that subscribe button down there so you don't miss anything moving forward. But of course, you become a part of this awesome community that you see talking in the comments of this and all other videos on my channel. All right, so now, yes, as you guys know, my plan for now is to buy the Audi e-tron when it comes out, and this is my reservation here. I'm one of the first reservation holders in North America. But as I mentioned before, I'm going to see how this whole thing goes, how Audi handles some of the challenges with dealerships. I test drove the car recently. You can see that video of a very extensive test drive, actually. I went to Spain to do that. I have to say that I'm still not 100% sold. Actually, there are a couple of things that I really did not like, what's been happening with Audi, and you can see that on my channel as well. So anyway, I'm just thinking, like, what if that doesn't work out, or if I'll push that forward? Maybe it will still be e-tron, just not right now. Maybe I should just stick with another Tesla. Now, I know my ownership experience has been complete crap, and it's definitely not going to get any worse. I might as well continue driving the best car in the world until I can actually genuinely switch and have my heart in it. So now, this is the car that I'm driving right now. It's 2015 Tesla Model S, and it's not even 4 years old, and it's completely outdated with everything. The front end, the interior design, the battery, the Autopilot is Autopilot 1, so the hardware is not upgraded. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of features, including like the dash cam feature and the alarm feature. None of that is even upgradable, even though I do have a camera, and so it's if I was to get a brand new Tesla Model S, it would be a completely different car. But there are 5 concerns that I have about it, so I'm going to tell you about it right now. But it's and I'm going to also tell you how I'm hoping to solve that. Now, before I go into all 5, I'm going to quickly mention that this video and this channel is sponsored by Accelerate Auto, the extended warranty by the third party that everybody wanted for a while for all electric cars, including Tesla Model 3, up to 125,000 mile coverage. Only $100 deductible, and if you go to the description of this video, there is a discount code for $100 for just us, for our community. Go ahead, check it out, and also depending on which state you are, go ahead and apply if you are interested so you can get your quote. All right, so let's move on to the 5 issues that I have, why it scares the crap out of me to buy a brand new Tesla Model S right now. Now, the first one is definitely the price, because first, the price of the car has gone up and down many times. And you never know. It's almost like buying a stock. You never know if you're going to buy it and it's going to go up or down. So that's number one. Number two, from the time when I bought this car, the base price of Tesla Model S, including the incentives and all of that stuff, with the California changing their laws as well for the incentives, has gone up to by about $15,000. And I think I'm being a little generous too, because right now it's at 85. And it's so about 81 after incentives, and back then it was almost 60. So no, I am being generous. So it's by over 20,000. And I feel like, yes, I'll be getting a better car, but I usually expect to get a better car when I'm getting a car that's 4 years later from my previous one. So the price is a concern. Then of course we're talking about, like, for example, full self-driving pricing that was $4,000. then went down to 3, now back to $4,000. Well, I think it's actually 5,000. So the thing is, I can't even keep up with this, right? And a lot of people can't. And it's a concern. I mean, I don't want to get something that I'm going to just kind of regret. When I got this car, only within 1 year, the front end all of a sudden changed. And they never really tell us what's going to happen. So, with the prices, I'm just concerned. I'm afraid that I'm going to get a car. And yes, people say, well, you pay for the car, you're happy for this price. Well, when you get it, that's it. But the thing is, that's not it. The problem is when I'm buying a car, I expect the value obviously to go down, but by only a certain amount, right? Yes, you lose like what, 10% when you drive it off of the, out of the dealership parking lot. But then over the 3 years, usually you expect the price to go down by about 50%. You are predicting or expecting some sort of a value redemption, and in this case, it's much harder to do with Tesla. So let's move on to another one, and it's a battery, right? The battery is still pretty outdated for the Tesla fleet. If you look at what they're putting into Model 3s, Model 3s are getting 2170s for a while. So it would only make more sense for at some point in the near future, definitely in the next 3 years of me owning the car, if I was to buy it right now, that the batteries are going to be updated. And with that, it will also mean that a lot of other things in terms of range, obviously in terms of any type of degradation. I mean, I think those batteries are just a little bit better. So the fact that it's still sort of an outdated battery just concerns me, and I don't want to get one that's like boom, just going to be updated the next day. All right, well the next one is kind of in the same category as battery, but that's obviously charging rates and superchargers and so forth. You know, the new Model 3s can charge up to what, 200 kilowatts now, especially with the V3 coming out. And even if you buy a Model 3 right now, at best it will go to 145 kilowatts. And I'm not really like okay with buying a car that's twice as expensive on a Model 3 essentially, and getting a much slower charging rate. And I'm assuming it's also related to the battery concern that I just had. So that's another technology that I feel like I'm almost guaranteed to buy that's going to be outdated very shortly. The fourth one is Autopilot, and you guys know that's one of my biggest pet peeves with Tesla. The Autopilot just not being upgradable, obviously with hardware, but a lot of features, even between the 2.0 or 2.1 and 2.5 hardware, even those features don't always translate. I believe the dash cam, you can't get a dash cam feature 2.0. I remember when they came out with 2.0, they took about a year and a half to get them to the same features of 1.0. Of course, I already mentioned the pricing that was up and down, and people paid for their full self-driving features and they still don't have it and probably won't have them for a while. So I just, that's once again, I'm just concerned with that, paying for something, or maybe not paying for something. And then having to pay more, or paying a lot of now, and then it turns out it's just not as much for the future customers. So that's a concern. And my fifth one is the design, the exterior and interior design. I already kind of feel I got screwed over by buying a car and having it outdated with a front end being changed without me knowing it, because if I did, I would have probably waited. And then interior. I mean, interior has got to be refreshed at some point, and I think it's already been refreshed little by little, but a major refresh might be coming. And then once again, I'll end up with an outdated car. And yes, I know I'll be getting what I'm paid for, but at the same time, I still would like to know, like if I wait for another half a year, then I can get a much more refreshed car that I might actually like better. And the fresh cars will be worth more than an outdated look. That just also goes into the price retention. All right, so what am I going to do about it? Again, I'm just too scared to do it. I guess my next step would be, if I decide not to go with the e-tron, I think I might just get an used Tesla from Tesla. Now, and there's some amazing deals. I mean, look at this one, for example. This got only like barely over 11,000 miles, and you can get it for about $52,000. That's like 35,000 under what this car is being sold for as a base. And right now, yes, it's 85, the Autopilot 1.0, but I mean, to me, this is a great deal. I've seen other really, really good deals, either with low miles or even with a refreshed front end, under 50, I believe. So you can get really good deals there. But what we really get with their, these are not inventory cars, it's used inventory cars, is that they'll give you a 4-year, 50,000 mile warranty. And that, to me, I would never drive a Tesla without warranty. Learn my lesson. And I, not that I've ever had one, I just know how many problems I had with the one with warranty, and I see what the bills would have been if I didn't have the warranty for those. So you can definitely get a really good deals, and I think I might just go ahead and do that. Get something for, this is $50,000, but even for $40,000, you can get a car that will be in 50s or 60,000 miles, and still get the extended warranty and still be fine for a while. The mileage is, well, like on this one is, I believe, is to what, 260. I mean, it's very decent, more than mine right now. So I think that would be my plan B right now, and then C. If I all of a sudden things change and Tesla is once again the brand that I wanted to be, then I'll get a brand new Tesla. If I decide that, you know what, e-tron is finally, I believe Audi is at the place where I want to deal with them and do business with them, then I will get that one. Or maybe it will be an EQC or a Porsche Taycan or whatever it is that's out there. But I feel like I might need a bridge of 1 year, 1.5 year of driving an all-electric car, that I will just get an updated Tesla. By the way, the reason I'm not going to be buying my car out of the lease is because I think my purchase price is like $50,000, and I have about what 50,000 miles on it, and it's a 60 kilowatt hour 2015. I mean, compared to this one, like, it's no brainer. I would rather get this one. So anyway, let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? What would your advice be to me? And then again, I'm still be open-minded, because I do want to get a better service, better built car with e-tron. But if I was to employ the plan B, let me know what you think about this. But my concerns are, that I've shared with you guys. I think a lot of people who are just about to buy a Model S and Model X would share as well. So I hope that helped. All right, looking forward to your comments. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.